Guess I should have rolled up my hair. Well, it looks like it's the end of the internet. And like I have Comcast, and they're terrible. They work too much with like they just don't work right. But like I know people that have AT&T, they complained about it. So the internet was just now getting a little bit better, and so but that's the end of that. I guess the Republicans and Trump administration want to get rid of everything that makes America great. They're doing the opposite of what he campaigned for. I'm so glad they lost in Alabama because you know, it's the only way to change things is um to change them. I mean, what they're doing is they, like if they were talking about, like let's go back to when the Indians was ruling here, let's go back before the white man. I'd be like, okay, you know, get rid of your GMOs. Stuff. We could plant some real stuff. We could plant corn that won't come out your ass. I remember eating corn when you was able to digest it. It didn't come out whole corn. I remember when it started coming out, people were talking about it. You know, it was never anything funny. Oh well, so food comes out whole. How much nutritional value can we get from that? But it looks like, and oh my God, the way they're going off on the feds, trying to use like the argument uh that Black Lives Matter had used about the police department. You know, uh, uh, like one bad apple does spoil the whole bunch. You know, and you could see like, um, and looks like Mueller just doing his job. Mueller had fired those people, so what they're saying is irrelevant. They're really trying hard to stop the investigation over their treason act with Russia. Um, and I think that the election in Alabama, I think that Moore guy thought that, like they could hack the election for him again because he looked real mad. He's like, you better count him. I mean, you could tell you could tell what type of person he is the way he's acting. It's somebody like on the internet wrote something. He's a man that doesn't understand that no means no. You know, that no, you did not win. You know, no, it's not close enough for them to recount it. You know, nobody likes somebody that doesn't respect the Constitution, doesn't respect the citizens, be they black, white, gay, purple, yellow, or whatever. You don't respect them, and I got Jewish friends, please. Do they know that? As the saying goes. But with this, oh my God, I can't even think of what they're doing to our computers. It's so bad. Oh man, to repeal the net neutrality rules. So now, like, um, really, I guess they're just betting on like if it gets really bad and really slow that you would just continue. But we already forget about it. Forget about the First Amendment. Forget about the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Well, we'll keep the second. You know. So the next thing they got to do, Trump and Putin is probably gonna have Trump do is start some type of war online. I think that's what they wanted to do with their Ku Klux Klan and um white supremacists and all that went down to Charlottesville. Um, that they were, going to start something. But you know, people got to work 40 hours a week, even racists. And that guy was so, like, oh my God, like one guy that was showing off all his guns and weapons and stuff. And where's the logic behind police being scared of unarmed black people, but they're not scared of these white supremacists that are against their government. You know, well, we want to shrink strong, and then it's like people that are like in this government that are politicians now, like Trump eh, and all the people he brought in. Oh, wasn't that great that oh my God. Oh, what's her name? I forget. Anyway, that the one that was in The Apprentice, Rosa, whatever. Um, she got a long ass name now. But first of all, Trump showed he was straight up, and the people he's with straight up come from trash. You know, um, and um, and I don't know what a Rosa was doing with them because well, I mean, she was making good money, I guess. But I'm thinking she had some type of sexual relationship with Trump. I think even on The Apprentice, she had a sexual relationship with her, and he fired her anyway. So she should have seen that coming. She should have been pocketing all that money. If his children are running in and out of the Oval Office, she should have realized she ain't one of his kids. She ain't a wife. You know what I'm saying? They don't see you as and then I hope she married well, but she didn't belong in politics. She was mostly everybody that Trump brought in does not belong um in the government. And the only problem, oh, they were talking about Trump, not, like the way they were debriefing Trump. Well, first of all, what people don't understand is that Trump, so far in his beginning debriefing, goes running and tells everything to Russia, or like he said something, like he let out something from the British, so they don't want to share information with Trump anymore. And I think he let something out from Israel. And then his ideas of how to handle Israel, you know, is not he has no idea what policies are. You know what I mean? They got a whole bunch of these like really hateful Republicans. Oh, if you do this, take away welfare, take away Social Security, take away Medicare, take away everything that benefits the American citizens. It was like that's gonna create jobs. That's the reason why we don't have jobs. I heard that in Kentucky, one of the places in Kentucky, and where Trump's supposed to help these coal miners that don't realize that the people are just not buying coal. You know, like they once was, because even what they call clean coal is dirty. But oh, I'm sleepy. Almost 4 o'clock. But Trump, anyway. So they have a bad heroin addiction, but they're getting a private prison. They're not even getting a state-run prison. They're getting a private prison. And that's going to be who hiring people, you know. So basically, it's ridiculous. So basically, what they really did was destroy our schools, send our jobs over to sea, and start, and the tester was Detroit. White America was all happy about, these niggas was making too much money, buying Cadillacs, wearing clothes, jewelry, and all this, looking very nice, you know. So like they just couldn't have it. And then they copy the dress. I mean, look how men are dressing now. They all dress like they're just blue jeans and t-shirts. I don't care how much. Like I was looking at something, and he's supposed to have Gucci glasses on, and he had a hoodie on, and I'm like, I would, what I'm saying? I don't know designer shit. I really don't. Not by looking at it, but like if I seen those glasses, I'd be like, those are ugly, and you couldn't see his face for nothing, and like if you're extremely ugly or deformed in the face, yeah, I could see having such huge glasses, having your hoodie all the way down past your eyebrows and having a beard, mustache all covered up, so you can't see any of his face. So, but I was like, this glasses, and then like everything he had on was not, just a hoodie. So, anyway, so it's really bad because like good thing happened. We got 49 Democrats now in the Senate, and to the 51. So, and I don't know. I guess that our guy from Tennessee, Core, Bob Core. I didn't vote for him but I'm not as, I really didn't have an understanding of his policies. It just seemed like they were like, oh, here's a white Republican, so really don't know. It'd be nice instead of when they. That's one thing I really don't get with Trump. I don't know what his policies is. I guess his policies is what he said to undo everything Obama did, and so I guess we'll go back into a recession. But mark my word, they gotta have to start a war because for some reason, you know, they think that's good. Anyway, I'm real sleepy. Oh, I'm gonna go sleep. I'm gonna real sleepy. I didn't know I was this sleepy, but I got chilly. I had to turn the heat on in the other room so I could warm up this whole half of the house. The other half of the house. it's constant, you know. So it's a lot to warm up this half because it's the bathroom, the kitchen. Anyway, so I'm gonna warm it up. I had the heat on in this room, but I opened the doors to this room, two of them. That's the third one closed because it's to the roof. Anyway, too many doors. But I think that we're gonna have a rude awakening, because it's very simple how to fix the job problem is to start educating our children. If we educate our children, then they'll know something. and so, and ugh, I don't know. I just hope that the FBI will be able to continue their investigation. I think they have enough evidence from emails, from tweets, um, and from um, from them, listening in on their conversations, um, through I guess wiretapping or taping or however they want to do it. But it just shows you how with those FBI's how little privacy we have with this new, I don't text anyway because my $25 phone, it's just, it just, a lot of times you go, it'll, like if you do A, it'll do A, and then like next thing you know, it's clicking to one. Like if you want to do A, B, or, so, I don't know. It doesn't really work that well. So I don't really care. I really don't. I really am not. Really don't associate with anybody or talk to anybody. I can see where it's like I've answered the phone this last year really bad, you know. Um, but I don't get no more phone calls. But like, yeah, I guess sometimes I've made a mistake that I probably shouldn't have been so rude on the phone, but or hanged up on them, or you know, whatever. But we had, before Obama came in office, I mean, we had so many crank phone calls. I had got my second postcard just um right after Trump got about the city again hacking stuff, So I'd hate for them to have to do it because like they really interfere with your internet. They tear up your computers with it, and then like one on the cover cop, he goes, "How much does a computer cost?" I'm like, "You get one for 350." Oh, I could afford one of those. I could afford one of those. You know, I was like, oh my God, they're so disgusting. So disgusting. We really do need to really rethink on how America needs a lot of help, and we're getting attacked by Russia. We're getting attacked by China. Because China, we're buying everything from China. What are we gonna do? Not buy anything from China? What are we gonna all at once open up factories here again? No, once it went up from I think it was Reaganomics, it was like $1.35 minimum wage. When it started raising, like that recession and the money started raising, prices started going up. When a Coke went from a nickel, to 50 cents, nobody said nothing. I guess it went from a nickel to a quarter. Right, it was a big jump, right? And then like from a quarter it went up to 30 cents, then it was like just 50 cents. I remember when cigarettes was 30 cents a pack. So in just in 40 years we have seen inflation, and we have seen the results of our businesses going overseas. And I think that if the amount of people that you have locked up in jail, the amount of people that are homeless and are that are no longer being counted because they're not getting unemployment check as being as unemployed, is that we're grossly underestimating um, the job history, the job situation we have in the United States. Because for the poor and the middle class, really the stock market doesn't really affect the average person. If you have a K1, what is that, K1 whatever, for your retirement, you're not gonna touch that for a while, you know. So, because like I know when like in 2008 when I knew some people that had retired, stock market dropped and they got really screwed. But um, I don't know. We'll see. Um, but I don't see what the type of policies that the Republicans are doing, because it just seems like they for some reason, you know even though Obama's out, he's gone. They don't ever stop. You know what I'm saying? They don't. The hate don't stop. So they're trying to undo everything that Obama did, and basically, I don't think it'll affect Obama's bottom line. I think it'll affect the poor bottom line, um, and as long as they keep the extremely poor doped up on heroin and cocaine, and pharmaceutical drugs, alcohol, and keep them sexually deviant, you know, eh, and the self blame, you know what I'm saying? But I have to say these children don't stand a chance, and the schools failing them miserably, our government's failing them miserably. Look at Chip. Anyway, let me get off of here. It looks like if they don't get Trump out of office, and I don't see it, if I don't see it past Putin, that maybe Trump can't deliver everything, and I don't see anything put past Steve Banner that they might. And if he keeps messing with the FBI, there might be somebody there too. I think the CIA is not allowed to do assassination, but I can see because there are hate groups, you know, um, or Trump's just gonna, have a stroke. I mean, his diet is such, if it's true that he eats like 2 Big Macs and 2 fish fillets they would be healthy except for their deep fried, right? Uh, Big Macs, with the GMOs, you know, um, not healthy. I think he is just the type of person. Oh, and Diet Coke with that acetone in it. Um, that's another type of poison, you know. And I don't know why anybody drinks Diet Coke. That shit is nasty. And I'm allergic to that any type of fake sweetener. But it's so nasty. Actually, most people should be because of acetone. What does it turn to? The same as rubbing alcohol. It could cause all type of damages to um, the nervous system. It can mess you up to where you could have problems walking. Say it can mess you up because. Anyway, let me get off of here. We'll see what happens. I'm really upset with the neutrality. Can't even say it. With the messing. Because we pay for the service, and I think if we pay for a service, we should be entitled to have some say over, you know, uh, 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 you know, what we pay for. It's like going to McDonald's. You want a Big Mac, maybe some French fries and a strawberry shake or whatever, you know. But so they just give you half because the corporation is. Never mind. I'm out. I don't even understand. I'm too sleepy. I gotta go to sleep. It's almost 4 o'clock.